It's Wednesday, and welcome to the Good Gut Show. Excuse me. Burp. Had a lot of water. Anyway, and took my pills this morning, and you should be taking your supplements too. We'll talk more about that later. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about starting a health self-experiment with gluten-free foods. And why am I doing all this in the first place? Well, I do believe that leaky gut is the invisible killer. And I'm going around as the invisible killer detective, finding leaky guts and healing everyone. Anyway, so I want you to get gutsy. I want you to get gutsy, and boost your mood, because that's the first thing it does. It makes you feel better when you get gutsy. Not only because you're empowered, but because healing your gut boosts your mood, and then I'll rev up your energy, right? And then also it'll wake up your longevity. So if you want to live long and be healthy, happy, and productive every year of your life, you might want to listen up, because leaky gut truly is the invisible killer. We don't know very much about it, and we're going to learn more today. So, gluten-free foods. Gluten-free foods are really, I don't want to explain this. Going gluten-free is really a panacea for healing your gut, because if you eat gluten, mostly wheat, you will rip your gut up, and eventually you'll get to a place where you're losing what we call oral tolerance in the biz. And that means that you have leaky gut. And when you have leaky gut, you really have no energy, right? Your mind goes in the gutter, and especially now during COVID, because our minds are kind of in the gutter and we're really tired. And you run the risk of inflammation, which can really shorten your lifespan. You don't want to do any of that. We want to get gutsy, so we can boost your mood and fire up your energy and work up that longevity for yourself. Anyway, enough off the soapbox and onto the reality. Okay, so how do you start gluten-free foods? I talked about that yesterday. Yesterday, about, starting small. So replace your bread with gluten-free bread, or replace your pasta with gluten-free pasta. I don't know what your eating lifestyle is, but whatever you eat, most of wheat, pastries or whatever, you might want to do that, right? You might want to consider that. And I would choose one right now. I'd choose one because it's really hard to do this all at once. Although my friend Carol Allen, this Vedic astrologer Carol Allen, who has a wonderful website called Love is in the Stars, and who wouldn't want love to be in your stars? Anyway, Carol told me once that when she went gluten-free, she did it in 5 minutes. Well, I don't know. Some people take 5 days, as my book says, gluten-free in 5 days. That's the title of my book. And some people take never. But if you want to, some people are really adamant about it. It's like, I don't need to do any of that. But if you really want to go gluten-free, my advice is choose one thing. So, make bread. Okay, I'm going to replace all my bread with gluten-free bread, or my tortillas, or whatever. Good news, corn tortillas, readily available. You can do those if you do tortillas. Anyway, then you want to go get this health self-experiment form. All right, setting up your health self-experiment. And basically you can get that on my website, www.healyourhealthnow.com. If you go to an article that says finishing your health self-experiment, okay, finishing your health self-experiment, and I would read all 3 articles, because they tell you all about what goes in here. All right. And basically, let me go over it. So, what is your wellness goal? Well, your wellness goal might be to replace gluten-free regular bread with gluten-free bread, okay? Or regular pastries with gluten-free, or regular cooking, whatever you want to replace. Choose one thing, okay? Then what is your heart reason? And my heart reason is I'm going to be 76 this month. I want to live till 100 and still have a good gut. That's my heart reason. It's been my heart reason all along because, at 76 and still going strong, I want to keep going. Okay, what's my heart reason? That's my heart reason. I don't know what your heart reason is, but your heart reason has got to be a reason that's very deep. And in the article, I give you some ways to figure that one out. Okay. So what is your always? Your always is very easy because I'm going to replace regular bread with gluten-free bread. All right. And you might want to list the breads that you eat because we all kind of eat like 20 things. And, if you want to list it, then list it. Okay. I'm going to put in my chat in my Good Gut group. If you're watching this somewhere else, please join the Good Gut group. healyourhealthnow.com/Good Gut group will get you there. Join, and then you can get the list of gluten-free foods in my Gluten-Free in 5 Days workbook. So I'd be glad to have you come join us and get the list of gluten-free foods. There's tons of them out there. So focus on the breads and do that. Okay. What is your never? I will never eat regular bread for a month. Okay. Because you want to do it for a small amount of time. So you want to do it maybe 2 weeks, even 1 week will work. You want to see what that feels like for you. What is your sometimes? Okay. I don't know what your sometimes would be. Sometimes I will also eat gluten-free pasta. I don't know. Well, you decide. Okay. And how to track your success. Now, feeling better is kind of iffy, but you might want to do, and I do it in my day planner. I have this great day planner, and I don't know if you can see it, but I write little initials for things that I'm doing. I don't know if you can see them. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I write little initials at the top of my day planner. I put E for exercise, Q for Qigong, a J for journal, then IF for intermittent fast. However you want to do it, you do it however you want to track it. But I like it because then I could just, put a line through it. And the line feels so good. Put a line through it and make sure that I'm doing it. So that's what I'm doing. And tomorrow we'll talk more about gluten-free, and I will see you tomorrow. Dietitian Jill signing off. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to look for the workbook for gluten-free.